left-hand turn. Let's see. Let's see if they do it. Signals on. Signals on. Freaking idiot. Left-hand turns are, for some reason, something that so many people find so difficult. And the problem is that it becomes this like self-perpetuating issue, because you roll up to a stop sign and you are anticipating people at the stop sign not having a clue of what to do. So you in turn hesitate and don't take the action that you should, and it just causes problems. Ugh. Left-hand turns, four-way stops. Take a look over here on the right. There's a little bit of construction coming up, and there's a couple of signs, but they started the lane taper like right at the end of this turn. That is like the most horrible place to put that. Because the way you're coming through there, you can't see. You can't see, because you're coming at an angle, so you can't see that the lane is starting to close, like, right there. So, the last couple of days I've driven home this way, and seen people come through there, like, and have to basically come to a complete stop to move over, because they thought they had more time. Road construction is a pretty dangerous thing. I don't think a lot of people know that or get that, but there's a high incidence of accidents and car wrecks and things like that dealing with people, road construction crews, road crews, and a lot of it, most of it, not all of it, is a result of, is caused by drivers not paying attention. And that's a big part of the reason why when they're on like the freeway or a surface street, why you've got these huge areas, quarter mile or 1,000 feet of taper in the lanes, where you get a bunch of advance warning, and then there, another 1,000 feet for the lane to close over. But I think some of this, certainly some of this is, also the fault of people planning out things like that, things like those barriers. That was a very poorly placed barricade design. It definitely should have had a longer run up. Longer run up for it. But I don't know. Maybe it's just me. So now I'm headed home. I said a couple of days ago that I've got this cyclical job where for a couple of days a week I'm a couple of days at the end of the week I'm busy, and a couple of days at the beginning of the week I am, and then the next week, a couple of days at the beginning of the week, I'm not busy. or a couple of days at the end of the week I'm not busy, and a couple of days at the beginning of the week I'm, not busy. And so today's kind of starting a couple of those days where I'm not real busy. So, left out a little bit early today. The other thing is, a lot of my job is like watching and making sure that the database and everything is running right and processing things properly. I work over the weekend quite a bit, work over holidays quite a bit. Like the first part of the year, we were having problems with one of the systems, and there were a number of days where I was online working with developers and different people, trying to get problems resolved. And for a couple of weeks I was working until from 7 in the morning until 9, and a couple of times we were up until 1:30 working on stuff. It's all part of the job, but so this is kind of a crap intersection right here. You can see there's two left-hand turn lanes here. Well, the intersection, as we're going to turn left here, right, there's a freeway underpass here to the left, and hopefully we'll be able to catch it in the video, but right as you get under the freeway, basically in like an immediate right, and it says it's got signage for these different turning lanes saying, if you want to keep going straight, it's like 1100 south or something, 2600 south. If you want to go on 2600 south, then be in the far left lane. And if you want to take this next right, I don't know what the road is called, then you need to be in this first left lane. And probably half the time that I take this, I have someone over in this first left turn lane that tries to cut in, that either because they weren't paying attention to the signs, or they're just trying to be like that, and they try and cut in. And so you can see, here we are, like, there's the right turn. So people trying to, shoot in, people thinking they can, race you basically, and just shove their way in. And it didn't happen in front of us, but it actually, I think it happened behind us. I think the car directly behind us had started in that other left turn lane. But anyway. Oh, this is another one of my favorite little intersections. So it went from one lane to 2 lanes for that little stretch right there. And part of that is to, so they can, hold up people for this railroad crossing here. It's 4 tracks. But then it goes, right after the railroad crossing, it goes back to 2 lanes. And this one, you can see the marking. I don't know if you can see it in the video, but it's got marking for straight or right turn. Well, so many people will just pile up and, you know, if they're going straight, they'll stay in that, you know, that left turn lane, the left turn or, you know, straight lane, and not utilize the right lane there. And so, like, almost every time I come to that intersection, I pass like 7 cars that, you know, are going to be going straight behind me because they don't want to use that. And the thing is, I don't like, I'm not rude about it, you know. I come up and I stop and I go right along with it. And if somebody is in that left turn lane, you know, I observe the zipper, you know. So I let them go, and I'll pull in behind them. I'll merge behind them. And yeah, it's a little bit crazy. Friendly little honk of the horn. He was watching traffic coming the other direction, trying to see if he was clear to make a right turn lane, and didn't see the light turn green. So, you know, that's what the horns are for. A little tap. I think people are afraid of using the horn because they think it's rude. But guess what? It's not. I'm just trying to help out. You know, there's definitely a rude way to honk and a not rude way to honk. But, I mean, come on. Plus, you know, if you're doing something stupid, you know, people should tell you about it. And you shouldn't get all butthurt when people say you're doing something dumb. I mean,